Hi, it's Lori. I'm like super glad that I was tagged. I was really waiting to be tagged. I was watching everybody else's and I was like, I'm not tagged yet. But the lovely scalmat came through and tagged me to do the 5 random facts. So I'm super excited. Thank you. So I wrote them all down because I didn't want to forget. Fact number 1. I do love to write. That is another one of my loves. In 7th grade, I actually won a silver medal for writing, and I think I wrote about my parents' divorce, and I wrote about life not being a bowl of cherries, and I guess it was a pretty realistic image for the judges, and I won a silver medal, or like 2nd place in my class. So I have a passion for writing. I also have a weblog. It's Zanga, so it's semi-lame, but I've really met some really nice people through Zanga. I met a girl from Cali, and there's some people in Chicago, and there's people even in my own hometown that are awesome. So it's an interesting way. I think the whole sense of community has really been something that's been instilled in me from a young age. So I'll post the link to my blog just so you can see what I write over there. This is semi-related to my weblog, but it is something that I do often, and I think I actually kind of stole the idea from another girl that's a blog I read, or a journal that I read, and she's hilarious, and she likes to write these like letters as if the person's actually going to get them. I think they're funny. So I wrote one, and I want to share it with you because I think it's pretty freaking funny. Dear crazy lady at Ulta in front of me in line. Bringing a 3-year-old to a makeup store where there are tons of things for her to touch, grab, desanitize, because they're about eye level with her, isn't such a good idea. Yelling at her and practically pulling her arm out of socket as she whines about not being able to touch things in public is even sillier. She needs a CAT scan after you almost dropped her on her head as you lazily carried her and she monkeyed herself out of your half-ass attempt to hold her. Also, being rude to a manager like it's her fault you brought the 3-year-old to the store in the first place? That's for gosh darn ridiculous. Get a clue. Love, the ever so patient person in line behind you. Mind you, I was buying Christmas presents, but still, I was like, no. There's no need to be bringing 3-year-olds to Ulta. That's a ladies' store, not a 3-year-old store. But at that Ulta, like, there's things that are super low. I mean, low to the ground. Like, I don't even know why they would put a sample that low, because you'd kind of have to, like, be sitting on the ground to actually play with it. But still, not a good idea to bring a 3-year-old. Number 3. That was number 2. Number 3. You guys know about my whole left-handed struggles with putting makeup on. The funny thing about me being left-handed is that I do a lot of things with my right hand. Like, I cannot use a computer mouse, with my right hand. With my left hand. I have to use it with my right hand. I cut paper, I shave my legs with my right hand. So I'm pretty right dominant. Actually, when I played softball growing up, I bat right-handed and I throw right-handed. But for whatever reason, I have to write left-handed. I have to, sign my name left-handed. I have to put makeup on with my left hand. But there's just certain things that I can only do with my right hand. I can't do them with my left. It's just kind of weird little quirk about me. Number 4. I like to crochet. It's another one of my little hobbies and pastimes. No, did not crochet this hat. I bought this. But I actually crocheted this blanket. It's probably big enough to fit on a queen-size bed. That's how big it is. So it took me forever. And I didn't make holes or skip anything. This was line by line by line. I don't have it with me to show it off, but it's all different colors: purple, yellow, blue. I think there's probably some pink in there, maybe. I'm having an obsession with pink. But my grandmother saw me crocheting it, and she was like, "Once you finish that blanket, you'll be a woman." So obviously, crocheting, woman, same kind of deal. I don't know. I did finish the blanket. But when I saw her crocheting and knitting baby blankets, I started to freak out. I was like, what is that for? She's like, these are for my great-grandchildren. Not funny, Grandma. Not funny at all. Number 5. I'm super competitive. I don't know if it's because my brother and I are only a 1.5 years apart, and we were always really competitive, whether it was, you know, running or grades. Yeah, in the US it's grades. But it was so cute when you were saying results, scalmat, because in the US we say grades. But yeah, I was in band, you know, 7 years. I was very competitive with that. I actually did make region band 1 year. I won't tell you what year I actually made region band, but I was pretty proud of it when I did. It's something that we do, I think in the States probably, UIL. It's like, I always forget what it stands for. I just know it's Interscholastic League or something. It's probably like Universal, or I forget what it is, but it's UIL, and it's like a competitive league of everything. There's sports, there's music, there's probably even arts, other kinds of arts. But I was really competitive with that. I actually made first chair probably in 6th grade, and it was just kind of sweet because I beat like the goody two-shoes girl. That was fun. First chair is like first place. It's like the best thing we could do. Oh, I did debate. I mean, I guess the whole me being competitive thing, it relates to me being in debate. I did debate in high school as well. It's also related to the writing. I guess it's probably what made me start really liking writing, is that the debate team that I did was called, I want to say it was extemporaneous speaking. They would give us a question or a topic, we'd have an hour to write on it, and then we'd have to compete against somebody. And you're totally like almost on the spot, because you're giving your opinion on a certain topic, and you can't really, you're giving a speech, so you really can't screw up. There's no room for error. So it's another thing that I like to do when I was in high school. So those are my 5 random facts. Scalmat mentioned the whole thing about scars, and I thought that was really interesting. I have a couple of scars, but only have one that's like on my face. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there. And I got it when I was about, probably not even 2 years old. I was sitting in a chair in a courtroom, I think, with my aunt. And she wasn't really watching me. I was trying to like get out of the chair. And as I was trying to scoot out of the chair, I like skinned my chin on the corner of the desk and right through the chin. So there's blood everywhere, and I had to get stitches, and that was kind of nerve-wracking. Which I always forget what side it's on. I have a birthmark right here. It's like a 3D birthmark. I don't know if you can see it. But I've always been afraid to get it removed because I don't want a scar on my face. It's going to be a different color than the rest of my face if I ever got it removed. So I'm worried about getting it all removed. So anyways, it's just a little bit about me and my 5 random facts. Hopefully that was random enough for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And thank you for tagging me. And I'll put the people that I tag over there. Finally realized which side it's on. It's over yonder. That's where I'm going to put the people that I tagged. Yeah, I'm excited that a boy wearing makeup's contest is almost over. I'm excited to see who he picks for the winner. There's been some really good looks, and I'm super excited about all of them. It's been so wonderful. That contest was great. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. That's all I got. Bye, guys.